Hello everyone, my name is Yuvraj Chirag and today we are discuss about nested loop. First of all, we discuss about what is loop. Here you see what is loop in Python programming. In a Python, a loop is a control flow statement. Is a statement that allows to execute block of code repeatedly. We say in a simple word, किसी चीज को बार बार रिपीट करने के लिए हम लूप का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. देर आर टू मेन टाइप्स ऑफ लूप. दो प्रकार के लूप हैं हमारे पास पाइथन के अंदर. फॉर लूप इटरेट्स ओवर अ सीक्वेंस. किस किस में हम फॉर लूप का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं? ओवर इटरेशन, किसी भी चीज को करने के लिए. एग्जांपल लिस्ट, टपल, स्ट्रिंग और रेंज और एनी इटरेबल ऑब्जेक्ट. नेक्स्ट, सेकंड लूप while loop repeats as long as the specified condition is true. So we can differentiate for loop and while loop. For loop is not much efficient and faster than while loop. While loop is more faster than for loop. There is no do while loop in a Python programming exists. So we are talking about a nested loop and why we use it in programming. A nested loop has one or more two loops. We are two loops are referred as outer loop and inner loop. The outer loop controls the number of the inner loops fully execution. जो आउटर वाला लूप होता है, जैसे कि हमने लिखा फॉर आई इन रेंज, तो आई वाला जो लूप है वो जे को कितनी बार रन कराएगा या इटरेट कराएगा, एग्जीक्यूट कराएगा कि नेक्स्ट डे वाला रेंज हमारा कंप्यूट हो. ठीक है. मोर देन वन इन अ लूप यू कैन पुट एंड एग्जिस्ट इन अ नेस्टेड लूप. सो let's we have some practice questions. We discuss about for a nested loop programming. Given a list, so we consider as given a list of distant numbers written in another list which contains the sum of all pairs of numbers in the given list. The same pair should not be taken twice. So we do it in a VS Code. Here we see sum of all dot IPY. Till yet, this is for all questions we do. First of all, we make a function. Here we take a list, hashtag function, hashtag define function. Here we take an S where we consider sum, L, T, and an empty list where we store our factorial of an each number. For loop I in range from 0 to length of an list which was given by an user. And next we use in this question we use nested looping. So we take j in range so we iterate from I till length of ln. So here we put sum equal to ln of I. Here we put it I plus 1, and here we take an operate plus symbol and ln of j. On the next line we dot append s in an empty list which was declared above, and lastly we return it after execution of both the list. So we compute it and check it So we are calling a function and we find a output here. We see. So we take another list of 5 numbers. Here we see the output, the result which was given by a function. This is the first problem and we move to the second one. Write a program to calculate factorial from a given list for each and store in a list. Let's we do it this one. So we make a file here, fact.ipynb as similar as that which was given, which was we see yet. We pasted a question, write a program. First of all, we define a function of factorial. Here we take a list, list, colon, take a empty list, take m as 1 for a multiplication where we multiply again and again. We make a outer loop first for I in range 0 to length of list, length of list. For j in range 0 to, not 0, we consider a 1 to ln of I till ln of I plus 1. Plus 1 is for that the loop is performing a task stop condition before we met in a loop. So we find factorial till that number which was given in a particular list of an each element for an each element. Here will be m which was declaring it. So multiply equal to j, multiply many times, and ln dot append m, and then we return it, return ln. So this is a function define. यहाँ हम लोगों ने फंक्शन को डिफाइन करा है जिसमें हमने एक पर्टिकुलर लिस्ट के एलिमेंट का फैक्टोरियल कैलकुलेट करके एक नई लिस्ट में स्टोर कराया है. इसमें हमने इस्तेमाल करा है नेस्टेड लूपिंग का. Here we make some changes. We directly take an element of a list and then we put for j in range I plus 1 till that number. So we can run it and check it multiple times. I will show you in another example by taking a list 6, 8, 20. Now here we make some changes. We directly take an element of a list, particular element of a list, and for j loop, in a loop, we put range from 1 to I plus 1. So we can this, and now we take some changes. Directly we take an element of an list, and in a loop we take 1 from till that element we take 1 plus I plus 1, and append that after in a loop will execute define, we function define it, and let's call the function L equal to 3 comma 6 comma 9 comma 12. This is our list, and we want a factorial of an each element from that list. Factorial LU. Let's run it, and you see it, and we find successfully a factorial of an each number from a given list. This is called as calling of a function. This is calling of a function. We do it. Thank you for all watching my video.